Good morning, good afternoon or good evening as the case may be. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you actually one of my personal programs, demonstrate the exercises to you and take you through the workout. So, first exercise is an old-fashioned exercise. It's a high pulley exercise. And what you need when you do this high pulley exercise is a length of chain and two stirrup handles and these little hookups here, caravans or whatever they're called, but I just call them hooks, and then they just hook the handles on. Yeah. And then all you're going to do, this is a very versatile piece of apparatus here, as you will find out as I go along. Okay, something that has been influenced by old time coaches as well, and this particular exercise I picked up from swimming coaches, and the goodness of it, or the recommendation that you can get. There was an old bodybuilder called, and I hope I'll get his name right, because he's the Iron Guru. Vince Gironda used this for back development, okay? I use it for 3 sets of 15. So I'm just going to perform one set, okay, and show you how it's performed. Get myself organised, and it's an angled pull, and the good thing about this is because we're bent over here, our arms are getting pulled up, okay? It's like a pullover almost. So you get a really good stretch in this position, and then you've just got to look at the stack. Don't let the weight stack touch down. Keep the tension on your lats, and then all you're going to do, and your palms are facing down to begin with. So we're looking down, our arms are touching our ears, and then all we're going to do is start to pull and rotate the hands, come down, touch your chest. As you're pulling in, you're coming up. The reason for that is you're going to get a really good contraction in the back. And then you go out, and remember, rotating your hands, palms down now. Watch the weight, don't let it touch down. Okay, let's perform our reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Nice and easy. You're going to get a good stretch with that one and a really good contraction, and you're going to feel it in your back like no other exercise. As we know, we've got a lat pull down that we pull down like vertically, and down the bottom there we've got the seated low pulley row, which is a horizontal pull, but we can work the pulley from diagonally as well. And don't forget that, because that brings many more exercises in to your repertoire of exercises, and that's really good for you. Okay, what I've got to do is the next exercise is an old-fashioned exercise again. So I'm just going to adjust. It is a really good leg developer. And what you're going to need this is a really little excellent piece of equipment. It's a calf block stroke hack squat block, and all we're going to do is put it under here. If you've not got the fat bar, that's okay, you can do this with a regular bar. The reason why I'm doing this with a fat bar is to exercise my grip while I'm also exercising my legs, and this is a difficult exercise. George Hackensmith, you know, I don't think he ever passed 200 pounds on this, but he had really good leg development. Okay, so what we've got to do, just get in the position there. And all we're going to do, put our heels on the block, and we're going to do this. This is mad, and you're going to think, why are you only doing one set? But this is exercise 2A. So, and I'll explain the A and B in a minute. So we start down here, okay, we're in a real good upright position, okay, and we're going to do 20 reps, okay, so my grip is getting taxed. I've got a weak grip and I want it improved, so every opportunity that I get to use this fat bar, I will. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, that's the hack squat. And as you can tell from my breathing, it also works your heart and lungs really well. Now, remember, I said that was work at exercise 2A. So the next exercise is 2B. Exercise 2B is to be immediately followed up. So you go hack squats, inclined barbell pullover. And as you notice, I'm really breathing quite heavily here. And that's what I want to be doing. And when I construct my routines, I want to be able to do certain things and try to prepare for my next training phase. So what we do here, we take the bench, and the easiest way for me to do this is to actually take that out like that, take that out, and set it up like so. So I'll just pull it into position. And put the calf block away. When you've got your home gym, you don't have to worry about people and waiting for exercises or anything like that. You know, you just get what you want and do your workout as you want it, not as other people want it. Okay, so as you can see, we're on a decline here, an incline, sorry. So, our feet are in position like so, so as the whole of our body, what we've got to realise is when we're in this position, okay, we've got to contract the upper back. Otherwise, the exercise is going to damage your shoulders. So you need to perform the exercise correctly. Okay, and you're more or less going to be, when you're in that position, this position here, you're going to be in a Y shape, okay? And this exercise is always done lightly, okay? Because we're taking care of our shoulders in this exercise as well. So it's going to strengthen the shoulders and the chest connection. It's going to contribute to shoulder health, and it's also going to stretch out the chest and also stretch out the lats. So away we go, and we're going to do 20 of these as well, so nice and steady and slowly. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So that is really good for your shoulder health, really good for the front shoulder exercise, and it's an exercise that I don't see much of these days. it was practiced with powerlifters and Olympic lifters many years ago, and it was done for actually the transition period of the snatch, and that's why you've got you're in a Y-shaped position. So it's a very good exercise. It's come from a proven background of it is good for your shoulders. Then bodybuilders adopted it, and me, because I know where my weaknesses are, I've actually adopted the incline version because it isolates a lot better the front shoulder and the chest area really well, but it also works the shoulder, the upper back muscles. Really good exercise. But remember, keep the weight light, otherwise you will get injured. Keep it steady and enjoy the movement. That is exercise 2B, okay? And what we do here with 2A and 2B, there is no rest in between 2A or 2B, and they're both performed for one set of 20 repetitions. The pull down to the chest is performed 3 sets of 15 repetitions. Now, when we're trying to increase things, we're looking at different ways to increase things. And as I said, when you're trying to build up a bench press, for instance, you're going to use your front shoulder, obviously, the chest, obviously, and the triceps. So my last exercise that I do is an old time exercise yet again. And basically, what I try to do here is do a press movement, and this is a combination. It's a combination movement, this one. And I'll do 12 reps. I'm looking to not necessarily work the chest, but strengthen my front shoulder and my triceps, because they're the weak muscles when you're trying to develop a good bench or a good sized chest. When you go into powerlifting, there's different formulas to the exercise. When you go into bodybuilding, there are different formulas for bodybuilding exercises. And this is why I don't like to say I'm a bodybuilder or I'm a powerlifter, because I do fluctuate between the two, and I use principles of the two. But to try to explain it to somebody, they go, well, what are you? You could say I'm a powerlifter bodybuilder or a bodybuilder powerlifter, whatever you want. But I'm not, because I'll finish my bodybuilding, I'll finish my powerlifting, I'll finish my Olympic lifting. I'm training to be healthy. I don't want to get big anymore. I just want to get healthy. And in 2018, there was a big health scare on my part, and I had some operations, and I really did get out of condition and I need to get back into condition. So you're going to help me because you're supporting me, and I'm going to help you get the best out of your training. So right, let's do our next set. So we take the bar and we place it at the end of the bench, and when we go into the pullover position, so I'm going to do this slowly and I'm just using a token weight so I can explain what's happening in the position. So what we're going to do, and you can end up with a tremendous amount of weight on this. This used to be performed by old-time strongmen, and they could get like 200 pounds on here easy and do like pullovers with it. There is records of people doing it with 300 and 400 pounds, but I've not really looked into that, but I would really believe that. You know, so if you want to Google that, Google it, and you see these guys. They are huge, but sometimes they're not as defined as possible. But one of the people who did use this very effectively was, well, there were three that I can think of. George Hackensmith, Bill Pearl, and Reg Parks all use this that I know of. There are probably more. So let's show you how it's performed. It's a combination, and the combination is we start with our arms in a close grip bench press. And when I say close grip, your hands are directly above your shoulders. Okay? So this exercise is governed by your body dimensions. Okay? And then we come down. Okay? And then what we do, we lock our arms in that L position and come over. And what this is doing with our arms in this position, it's stretching out the triceps, stretching out the lats, and stretching out the chest, and mobilising the shoulder girdle really well. Okay? When you're coming back, you're working some of the upper back muscles. Okay? So it's going to teach you that you need to contract your back when you're doing bench pressing. So away we go. We're going to pull it over. We're going to get it into position. We're in position, and away we go. So we come down. We go over. We come back, and that's one movement. Two. Three. Four. Five. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. And this is exercise number 3. It's called a bent arm pull over to press. Really good exercise. You do it for 3 sets of 12 reps. So let's run through the exercises. You've got the double stirrup handle, angled, pull down to the chest, 3 sets of 15. Then you've got the AB exercises. Number 2, A exercise, is the hack squat. You can use any bar you want. You can use an EZ bar even if you want, if you've got one, and you'll really get a good leg workout. You can use a straight bar. You can use it with fat grips if you want to, if you haven't got access to the fat bar. So that's good. Immediately followed up by, and you can do pullovers on the floor if you haven't got a bench, as long as you do the Y. So you end up in that position, okay? And then just come over with the bar all the way over to your legs and all the way over to the floor behind you. So there's a variation there, just in case you haven't got a bench, okay? If you haven't got an inclined bench or you can't incline your bench, you can jack it up slightly with a 4x4 block timber, and that gives you a slight incline. And this is what I'm trying to teach you as well. How do I work out in my home gym when I haven't got equipment? Just ask me and I'll give you some recommendations on how to train. Right, so exercise 2A and 2B are only done for 1 set. The reason being, every time you come back to this like hack squat, yeah, you're going to increase the weight and get this, because you're going to do it over 3 months. Okay, this program is going over a 3-month period, and you're going to be doing this every time you come back in. You're going to put 1 kilo on the bar. It doesn't seem a lot, but as it goes, and you've got to remember, this exercise is a very hard exercise on your legs, and it's a quality exercise. And remember, heavy in this, I would say, is around about 50 kilos, because that's 110 pounds. That's quite heavy. If you can get to that for 20 reps, you're good. But slowly add that half a kilo on either side and get the weight up even further. Yeah. The pullover, you do not need to go heavy on that. I can't stress that enough. Okay? You need to keep everything tight, contracting the upper back to keep everything tight and the shoulders in a good stable position. That's the thing there. Okay? The last exercise, exercise 3. You're working a tremendous amount of muscles here. You're working your gripping muscles, because you have to, hold it for bench pressing and the pullover movement. You're working the forearms, you're working the triceps, you're working the biceps, you're mobilising the shoulder joint really well. The stabilisation shoulders are coming in as well, because your stabilisers are your chest muscles and your lats. Okay, so you need to lock into that position to keep your shoulders in a healthy position. That one, the bench press and pullover, is done for 3 sets of 12. There is another part of the exercise or the routine that I left out, because you don't want to see me doing my warm-up. On this particular exercise, because I start with the pull downs and I'll finish with the pullovers, I do an 8-minute warm-up on the rowing machine, okay, and then I'll go straight in to the pull downs, and then after here I do my middle section work, which I'm going to show you now, okay, and it's nice and easy, it's kept very easy, Okay, so I'll get rid of the bar. Okay. So what we've got here is a back extension machine, and all we're going to do, let's sort this out again. That gives me what I want. That's better. Okay, so what we're looking at now is doing some lower back work. And when I'm doing this kind of program, because I've had the operation on my middle section, I've had to take in certain things. So you have to evaluate your training all of the time, no matter where you are. And you've got to evaluate your weaknesses. And at the moment, my middle section is weak and it needs to be improved. And this is the way I'm going to do it. I'm going to attack on here when I'm doing the back extensions on the incline like this. I'm attacking the hamstrings, I'm attacking the glutes, and I'm attacking the lower back. So I'll do one set of 15. Okay? So away we go. And all I'm going to do is come up to this sort of position and go down. No weight is involved at the moment. So what we do is our hands go down, and all I'm going to do, touch the ground. So I'm not going all the way down yet. Yeah, I can't afford to do that. Okay? Otherwise I'll actually injure myself, and I don't want that to happen, and I don't want it to happen to you guys. Okay? And then we come up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Over the 3 months, what happens with the middle section exercises is from weeks 1 to 4, all middle section exercises are done for 1 set. The next middle section exercise is a good old exercise. It's going to attack the lower stomach, the hip flexors, and it's quite easy to do to begin with. You need again 15 reps. So we're sitting on here like so, and all we're going to do, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. As you can see, I was actually holding on for balance. That's not a problem. I've explained about my stomach. You understand there. I need to be careful. as it progresses, I will take my hands away and my body and my legs will be moving together. So we need to be able to do that together. It's a really good lower stomach exercise. Okay, 15 reps again. As you can see, I've got a hell of a lot of equipment in a gym that is 9 foot by 12 foot. So I do sort of, when I'm doing it for you guys, I have to set it up so as you can see it. But when I get it all organised in my particular routine, it runs as sweet as. Now, what we can do is, when we're thinking about doing crunches, we're going to be working the sort of upper part of the stomach. And I know what people are going to say. If you do the lower stomach, you can't separate it from the upper stomach and vice versa. But if you do a crunch, the emphasis of the exercise is on the upper two segments of your six-pack. Okay? So I'm not going to answer questions about that. That's ridiculous. Because I've got to be careful, and I've done my research on the stomach, okay, and how it works really well over the past year. So I don't need somebody coming in and saying, that's not how to do it. And also the length of time that I've been training. Yeah? So we get on the incline board, and all we need to do when we're doing our stomach as well, when we can get into the opportunity of doing it, we want to work with our breathing. Okay? So if I'm on the bench like that, all I'm going to do, roll my shoulder blades up, leave the rest of my back on the bench. Okay? And the first way to do it is like so. And remember, we're going to be here, and all we're going to do is have our hands on our, wherever your hands come, because my hands are short, they're actually on my hip flexors here. Now all I'm going to do is roll up, take my shoulder blades off the bench, and that is it. Now I'm going to pretend I've got a tennis ball in there, holding my chin above my chest. And that's going to help to contract as well. Okay? So when we go up, we're going to think about tennis ball, roll on the shoulders, breathe out now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Gee, that hurt, man. Woo! That shows you how long I've not worked the stomach for. Yeah. Okay. You would be able to get out a lot more easy than me. I'm just going to roll myself out. Okay. really good little middle section exercise that I've had to work out to accommodate what has happened to me over the past couple of years. And that's what you've got to do. You've got to assess where you are today. And that's what's needed. So, I think I already mentioned it, but I'll mention how I do the exercises. The middle section exercises for the first month are done for 1 set for 15 reps on all the middle section exercises. The back extension, the leg raise and the incline crunch are all done, are all done for 15 reps for 1 set in the first month of training. In the second month of training, they are done for 2 sets of 15. And then in the third month, they are done for 3 sets of 15. So we build it up slowly and steadily. That is how I do it. You can take a different approach if you want to, because you may go, right, I'm healthy, I've not got the middle section problems that you've got there, so give me a program that'll work for me, and I can do that for you, not a problem. This, like I said, this is one of my programs that I enjoy to do and that I've had to design to accommodate my training. And really and truthfully, this is a full-time, a full body workout that I've adapted to suit me. Okay? Other people might go, that's not a full body workout, but if you've done pulls, you've worked all the pull muscles. If you've done a push exercise, you've worked all the push muscles. And if you've done a leg exercise, you've worked all your lower body exercises. And it's all tied in with the middle section. Where haven't I hit? Okay? This is what I'm talking about. Logically, think about what you're doing and you will progress a lot better. The last part of my workout now, after my middle section, is going back to the rowing machine and finishing off an 8-minute cool down. Now the reason being there, you're cooling yourself down, but you're heavily using the middle section in a very gentle manner. And that's why I've adopted the rowing machine here in this particular workout. So a warm up on the rowing machine and a cool down on the rowing machine for 8 minutes at your given level. When you come back to like cardio work, do you go all mad or no you don't? Not in this particular phase. That comes in my next phase where I'll go a little bit mad and I'll choose to go all out in a different manner, and I'll show you that workout as well. But there is another workout to this. This is workout A. So I'm going to put this one on and show you this one, and hopefully guys you like it. This is my own personal workout and I just thought I'd let you into the light of the way I train. You don't have to train this way, it's just showing you how I structure my workouts. Okay guys, give me a thumbs up if you like the content, subscribe it if you want to, and see you in my next video. So good night and God bless.